What is freshwater management? Freshwater has a low salt concentration, usually less than 1%. Plants and animals in freshwater regions are adjusted to the low salt content and would not be able to survive in areas of high salt concentration. There are different types of freshwater regions. The types of regions are ponds and lakes, streams and rivers, and wetlands. Freshwater includes lakes, ponds, rivers, and streams. First is the lake, a large body of water surrounded by land. Second is a pond, a small body of still water formed naturally or by hollowing or embanking. Third is a river, a natural stream water of fairly large sizes flowing in a definite course or channel or series of diverging and converging channels. Last is streams, a small river that flows on or below the surface of the ground. Freshwater management. To increase local supplies and stabilize the water reserved, the following measure can be helpful in managing the water resources. First is seeding clouds. Second is desalination. Third is the dam, reservoirs, canals, and aqueducts. Fourth is the watershed management. Fifth is rainwater management. Sixth is better agricultural practices. Seventh is the domestic conservation. Eighth is the industrial conservation. And the last one is the save water. Cloud seeding is a type of weather modification that aims to change the amount of type of precipitation that falls from clouds by dispersing substances into the air that serves as a cloud condensation or ice nuclei, which alter the microphysical processes within the cloud. Second, desalination is a process that takes away mineral components from saline water. More generally, desalination refers to the removal of salts and minerals from a target substance, as in soil desalination, which is an issue for agriculture. Dams are built to provide water for human consumption, for irrigating arid and semi-arid land, or for use in industrial processes. Reservoir is a huge storage volume of water on upstream of dam. Canals is excavated trench on downstream side of a dam for carrying out water. The flow of water is under gravitational force. Lastly is aqueduct, a water course constructed to carry water from a source to a distribution point far away. Watershed management is the study of relevant characteristics of a watershed aimed at the sustainable distribution of its resources and the process of creating and implementing plans, programs, and projects to sustain and enhance watershed functions that affect the plant, animal, and human communities within watershed boundary. Rain harvesting is collecting the runoff from a structure or other impervious surface in order to store it for later use. Traditionally, this involves harvesting the rain from a roof. The rain will collect in gutters that channel the water into downspouts and then into some sort of storage vessel. Better agricultural practices. Simply put, better agricultural practices is the production of plant and animal products, including food, in a way that uses farming techniques that protect the environment, public health, communities, and the welfare of animals. It allows us to produce and enjoy healthy foods without compromising the ability of future generations to do the same. It also promotes economic stability for our farms and helps farmers to better their quality of life. Domestic conservation can be used in all types of residential, institutional, and commercial building. Due to rising water demand and dwindling fresh water supplies, domestic water conservation is an urgent need of the hour. Water conservation can help not only help in saving water, but will also conserve energy required for desalination, wastewater treatment, and transport of water. Industrial conservation. We can save water in industries by creating awareness in employees, measuring water consumption, optimum use of water, recycling of water, installing water-saving equipments, and routine checks for pipes, etc. Conserving water is important. Every person on earth needs water to survive. Without it, many of us would get sick or even result in death. While almost 70% of the earth is made up of water, many parts of the world suffer from clean water shortage. Conserving water is important because it keeps water pure and clean while protecting the environment.
Water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water sources by substances which make the water unusable for drinking, cooking, cleaning, swimming, and other activities. Pollutants include chemicals, trash, bacteria, and parasites. All forms of pollution eventually make their way to water. Air pollution settles into lakes and oceans. Land pollution can seep into an underground stream, then to a river, and finally to the ocean. Thus, waste dumped in a vacant lot can eventually pollute a water supply. Water pollutants may cause disease or act as poisons. Bacteria and parasites in poorly treated sewage may enter drinking water supplies and cause digestive problems such as cholera and diarrhea. Hazardous chemicals, pesticides, and herbicides from industries, farms, homes, and golf courses can cause acute toxicity and immediate death or chronic toxicity that can lead to neurological problems or cancers. Many water pollutants enter our bodies when you use drinking water for food preparation. The pollutants enter the digestive tract. From there, they can reach other organs in the body and cause various illnesses. Chemicals come in contact with the skin from washing clothes or for swimming in polluted water and may lead to skin irritation. Hazardous chemicals in water system can also affect the animals and plants which live there. Sometimes, these organisms will survive with the chemicals in their systems only to be eaten by humans who may then become mildly ill or develop stronger toxic symptoms. The animals and plants themselves may die or not produce properly. And these are the things that we need to mitigate water pollution. First is use less water. Clean, fresh water may seem plentiful, but there is a limited amount of available on Earth. Water saving devices on sinks in toilets and in showers. Take short showers instead of baths. Do not run the water constantly while brushing your teeth. Wash clothes when you have a full load of laundry. Only water your lawn and plants when absolutely necessary. Second is to avoid pouring chemicals down the drain. Use fewer chemicals and cleaners around the home. Not only will you cut down on indoor pollution, but also on the amount of chemicals entering the water system. If necessary, use biodegradable cleaners. Do not pour oil or other chemicals into the drainage system on the street. Third is have your water checked for lead contamination. Many homes have lead pipes or lead around connections on the pipes which carry water to their homes. Since this lead may enter your drinking water and cause medical problems in young children, you might want to have the water tested. If lead is present, installing a filter may solve the problem. The next one is do not pollute outdoor water sources. Do not pour oil or other chemicals into the drainage system on the street. A little oil can kill many plants and animals. Do not litter, especially near water. Litter may be eaten as food by animals and cause harm to them. Do not use pesticides on lawns or use only organic ones. Use less fertilizer. Also, all these can enter our water sources. Enjoy for eating, drinking, swimming, and etc. Just remember to use it carefully. Do not waste or pollute these limited precious resources. That would be all. Thank you.
Surface water includes any fresh water that's sent into wetlands, stream systems, and lakes. On the other hand, groundwater exists in subterranean aquifers that are situated underground. Most underground water is from snowmelt and rainfall that gets into the bedrock via the surrounding soil. Water versus surface water. Groundwater is the water that occurs below surface of the earth. It occurs beneath the surface of the earth and is less prone to pollution, found at groundwater table aquifers, soil pore spaces, and rock fracture points, while the surface water is the water that is above the surface of earth or on the surface of earth, highly prone to pollution, found at permanent sources such as some lakes and man-made sources such as reservoirs.